hashtag heathen here, editing, hashtag heathen here, I was smart enough to pre-record an outro for part 1, but not smart enough to do the intro to part 2. So that's what editing Casey is doing. Anywho, this is part 2 of the eyeshadow palettes, the final part. I don't have like a massive collection, so thank you for tuning in for this. Again, it's makeup stuff, so if you're not interested in that, I'm sure I'll have some gaming stuff up. So I'm hoping one day to combine the two on Twitch, but that's a long ways off. At any rate, enjoy the video. I am going to appear now with a completely different background and full face of makeup. So don't be alarmed. It is still me. I was not body snatched. Anywho, let's get into it. This next one is, I believe, my most expensive palette that I own. This is the NikkieTutorials collab with BeautyBay. This one is $30. However, I don't think they're selling anymore. But here it is. And the shimmers in here are absolutely to die for. They're very creamy, very easy to work with. It is kind of an interesting color story. You can go bold if you want, and you can go not so bold. This color down here, Pride, is like, I don't know if it's multi-chrome or duochrome, but it does pink, purple, and I think blue, which I should be able to show you in the swatch, so hang in there for that. BeautyBay also has really good formulas for very affordable prices, so that's another website you can go to get some good finds for not breaking the bank. Alright, here we have the first 2 rows of the NikkieTutorial BeautyBay palette. On the left we have, starting at the top, Redemption, then Blend and Snap, then Ivy, then Slasher, then 5 AM. And then second row, we have Roxy Catan, VLA, or Vla, Mikai, Mila, and Underground. And the shimmers are just gorgeous. Love these. Alright, these are the final 2 rows of the NikkieTutorials palette. Row 3 on the left starts with Plot Twist, then Aura, then Basic Truth, then All In, and Ew. And the last row we have one of my favorite shades in the palette at the top, which is Pride, then Zomer, the Mama Tutorials, Amsterdam, and Mr. Tutorials. And like I said, the shimmers in this palette, they're just gorgeous. This next one is another Beauty Glazed palette that I also got for my birthday, but it's Beauty Glazed Color Fusion palette over the rainbow. And I love this one. It's a rainbow palette, obviously. This whole row here is shimmery colors. They're not very shimmery. Some of them aren't. Like the red and this orange aren't super shimmery on the lid. So I typically add glitter to them, but yeah, it's a really nice palette to pull out. Oh, and actually I did use a little bit of this one to deepen the blue in my eye look today. And this you can get for $13.88 on Amazon, so another good find. Alright, these are the first 2 rows in the Color Fusion palette. So on the left we have the more pinky row, and then on the right is the more red. Although they're coming off a little bit more orange on this view, but I found that the shimmers are kind of hit and miss in this. Like the pink one's not really shimmery, kind of is. But then the red is a lot more shimmery, so yeah. Alright, this is rows 3 and 4. We have the orange row on the left, and then the yellow row on the right. Alright, these are the 5th and 6th rows. We have like the green row and then a teal row, but there's only one greenish shimmer, so I kind of made that both. But yeah, here's the green row and the teal. Alright, so we have the last 2 rows of the Color Fusion palette. The left is the blue row, and then the right is the purple. And that is that. These next 2 are used. No, these next 2 are new to me from BH Cosmetics. The first one is the Zodiac Palette, and it's really cool because it's got an outer row of shimmers, so this whole ring is shimmers. The inside ring is mattes, and then there's a highlighter shade in here, so it's the lightest of the palette. I still have to play with them, haven't played with them yet. I want to do that for a video actually, so I've been saving that. But the rest of their stuff is good, so I imagine if it is the original BH Cosmetics formula that I'll be a big fan. Alright, this is the outer ring of the Zodiac palette. At the top on the left we start with Aquarius, then Capricorn, then Sagittarius, then Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. And then on the right we go Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, and Pisces. These are absolutely beautiful. Very, very pretty. Alright, so we have the inner ring, and I'm just going to go in the same order and everything that I did for the outer. So at the top we have Aquarius, then Capricorn, then Sagittarius, then Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. And then we have at the top Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Pisces, and that's it. It looks like Aries and Libra, the 2 kind of blackish colors, are very, very similar. I don't see much of a difference between those 2. Otherwise, there's a nice variety of mattes here to use. I almost forgot about the big highlighter in the center, but I added it to the top here. So that's what that looks like. Next is the Zodiac Love Signs palette. Kind of the same structure. Oops. So it's got the row of shimmers on the outside, the mattes on the inside, and then a highlighter at the middle. But these are kind of warmer tones. You have some pinks, oranges, neutrals, and some more interesting colors in the Zodiac on the outer ring. So I left out and got these 2 on sale for 50% off. So they were $13.50, but unfortunately now they're only at 25% off, which is $20.25. So you can get those on bhcosmetics.com. Alright, here's the outer ring of the Zodiac Love Signs palette. So at the top on the left we start with Aquarius, then Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. And the right hand row is Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Pisces, and that's it. But yeah, they're very pretty. Alright, and here is the inner ring and the highlighter for the Zodiac Love Signs palette. So the left-hand row, we start with Aquarius, then Capricorn, then Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. And then the right-hand row, we have Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Pisces, and that's it. I don't know why I keep thinking there's more after Pisces. But yeah, at the top there is the highlighter shade that's in the middle. Quite strong, very pretty. This is my newest palette that Greg got me from Hot Topic, actually. And it is, I'll show you the outside first, the Supernatural Join the Hunt in the Eternal War eyeshadow palette. And the back they have all the colors, the ingredients, everything like that. And then on the inside you have kind of the angel side over here and then the demon side over there. So from what I've heard, I haven't used this yet. From what I've heard, the shadow qualities aren't that great from Hot Topic makeup. Shocker, right? But it was Supernatural, and I love Supernatural, so I had to get it. This one we were able to get for, I think, like $13 or $15. I don't know. It was in there. It was on sale. Original is $19.90 at HotTopic.com. I'm excited to play with it, and I love Supernatural, so I had to. And here's the angel side of the Supernatural palette. So on the left we start at the top with Castiel, then Pudding, then The Empty, then Heaven, and then Agent. And then on the right hand side we have Enochian, Anti-Possession Rune, Saving People, Hunting Things, and Family Business. Now, I noticed that Family Business and Agent, the two at the bottom, are really similar. I can't really tell a difference. And the two pastels, first one is in the left-hand row, second up from the bottom, and then the right-hand row, second from the top, seem like they might just blend away to nothing on the eye, but we'll see. I have yet to use this palette, so. But yeah. Not the creamiest, but it's also Hot Topic makeup, so wasn't really expecting professional grade. Alright, here's the demon side of the Supernatural palette. So on the left, starting at the top, we have Apocalypse, Prophet, Den of Iniquity, King of Hell, and Hellhounds. And then on the right, we have Sulfur, Devil's Trap, Crowley, Idiots, and the Darkness. I was hoping the well, I don't know, I guess it's still decently sparkly. I'm just such a glitter whore that I wish it was sparklier, the black. But yeah, so that's it for that one. These next four I got as a set on Amazon. They are dupes, I believe, of some Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, but they're done by a company called W7. This first one is Life's a Peach, and it of course has kind of peachy tones, some neutral browns in there. I really enjoy working with these eyeshadows. Some of them take a little bit to blend, or not to blend, but to get on to be pigmented. But it's better, in my eyes, it's better than spending way more money on a fancier palette. Alright, this is W7 Life is Beach palette. And the left-hand row from top to bottom, we have Sweet Temptation, Delicious, Pure Pleasure, It's Tasty, Ripe and Juicy, and then Pit Stop. And you can't see the top one on this row. The first three colors here are pretty light, but there is one there, and that one is called White Flesh, then Peach Please, then Cream, Golden Nectar, Nice and Fruity, and Sweet Stock. So yeah, these ones you do have to build. That is one thing to note with this palette. This one is on the rocks, so it's neutrals on ice. So it's got some cool tones to it. The shimmers are really creamy. They come off really pigmented, very, very sparkly, and that's with using a brush too. So not even using your fingers. Alrighty, here is the On the Rocks palette. So at the far, well, the left side and at the top we have Sugar Rim, then Moscato, then Martini Olive, Espresso Martini, Maraschino Cherry, Cheers, and Caraco. Then on the right hand side, starting at the top, we have Body Shot, Champagne Toast, Bloody Mary, Bellini, Magnum, Pina Colada, and Last Call. This one, the mattes don't need as much building as in the Life's a Beach palette. The next one is Dusk Till Dawn Ultraviolet Neutrals. And here we have, I like this one because it's got like, this whole row is shimmers, kind of like a shimmer version of this. So really easy to create a look out of here. Grab a transition shade here and then just any combination. Alright, here is the Dusk Till Dawn palette from W7. So the left hand side we have the top row, we have Wanderer, Llama, Bearded Dragon, Oasis, Ayahuasca, Wild, and Gobi. And then the shimmer row we have Golden Sands, Gray Fox, Wilderness, Mirage, Mojave, Daybreak, and Dune Moon. They're very, very pretty. Very pretty. And the last one is the Romance palette, so Neutrals in Love. I use this one a lot of warm tones. And the black in here, right here, is actually a very good black to use. So, yeah. They all come with brushes, and they're okay brushes. They're not obviously fancy, but they're pretty good. I like working with these. I really enjoy them. W7 is also a really good brand for deals on, why did I almost say YouTube again? You don't buy things on YouTube, on Amazon. So it looks like they're not selling these in a set, at least I can't find it, but they are individually, they are $6.95 a piece. And like I said, if you want some really good eyeshadows for a really reasonable price, search W7 on Amazon. Good finds. Alright, this is W7 Romance palette. On the left hand side, starting at the top, we have Infatuation, Passion, Fling, Ever After, Crush, Valentine, Desire. And then the second row, we have Lust, Armor, no, Amour, sorry. So we have Lust, Amour, Fairy Tale, Date Night, Romeo, Affair, and Black Book. It's one of my favorite neutral palettes, and I love these shimmers, especially in this palette. This is another Beauty Glazed product. It's their Pressed Glitter palette, because glitter, I love it. Carefully take out the plastic, otherwise glitter will go everywhere. But as you can see, they're all glitters. Very pretty. It's a little bit harder to work with, and of course best with glitter glue. So I recommend, e.l.f. makes one. No, sorry, NYX. NYX Glitter Primer. Really reasonable. Pick it up if you want to make your shimmers and glitters pop. This is the Beauty Glazed Pressed Glitters palette. I'm not going to swatch these because it's glitter and it won't go away until the second coming of Christ. So, anywho, they're very pretty though. And of course use glitter glue with these, or glitter primer. Now we're going to get into some of the drugstore ones that I have. This is N Wild Au Naturel. So, as you can surmise, it's got nudes, neutrals. So, don't mind working with this one too much. This is another like super old one. Their Wet n Wild does some, you know, people say they're hit and miss, but I don't know, maybe I just work with really out there eyeshadows. And this one, the Au Naturel, you can find on Amazon for $11.98. Alright, this is the Wet n Wild Au Naturel palette. Just a really simple, basic neutral palette. Lots of shimmers. There's only 2 mattes, and then one kind of semi-matte. The black is a little sparkly, but yeah. So there's that. This next one I got at a, not a Ross, but Gordon's, which is kind of like Ross. This is an e.l.f. palette, and it's Baked Shimmers. And these are not great. In fact, I like rarely use them. You can barely see that. But they're very powdery. They're very kind of harder to pick up from here. And yeah, so. Alright, here is the e.l.f. Shimmer Palette, the Baked. On the left we have the top row, and then the bottom row on the right. They're really great when once you get like the top layer off of them, but you do have to kind of remove the top layer, and then it's really pigmented, so they're pretty. And now we're kind of into just the miscellaneous eye stuff I have. There's a NYX palette here called Sex Bomb. Ooh, very dusty, but it's kind of, there's a red. I'm not a huge fan of this red though, to be honest, hence why I got like an actual red palette. The rest of the colors in here work pretty well. I like this shimmer quite a bit. Alright, here we have the NYX Sex Bomb palette. The grayish tan, the cool color right above the black is kind of hard to see, but it's an okay palette. Not one of my favorites, but still, the black is really nice and pigmented, so. I have one more kind of palette. It's Lamora Nudes Exposed. And again, nudes, neutrals. But this one is actually all shimmer. So adding a little bit of shine to a look, I like doing that. And yeah, if I find it on Amazon, I'll put the price here. Alrighty, here's the Lamora Nudes palette. On the left-hand side, starting at the top, we have Cream, Pearly, Champagne, Mauve, Comfort, Rust, Bronze, and Wood. And then on the right-hand side, at the top, we have Metal, Idol, Satin, Plum, Wish, Cameo, Espresso, and Luxury. They're not like overly shimmery. I mean, they're shimmery, but, and a few of them are pretty intense, but Espresso is the one matte in this palette, and actually Luxury, the end there, is not as shimmery. So you can make a look with this palette. I like to use it complimentary and just pull shimmers from it. So yeah. This is a collection of glittery eyeliners that I found on Amazon. Not sure if they still make it or anything, but it was kind of a really interesting find. And they work really well. So they're a little sticky at first, like they take a while to dry, but other than that, they're pretty good. Alright, these are the glitter eyeliners. And you can see I'm not really good at drawing a stable straight line in my arm, apparently. But they're okay to work with. Some aren't as pigmented, and the brushes kind of suck, but for the price, they're worth it. Okay, something to note, the blue, pink, and green kind of stain. So, there's that. These are e.l.f. glitter topper things. Liquid glitter eyeshadows. So I have here like a yellowy gold and then a kind of neutral, like a tannish color, and then black with sparkles. So these are awesome. Love them. Alright, these are the e.l.f. glitter, what are they called? Like eyeshadows, I think? e.l.f. glitter eyeshadows. At the top we have Black Magic, then we have Flirty Birdie, and then we have 24 karat gold. And these are, you can make it sheer if you only do a thin layer. Otherwise you can build them up like this, and they're pretty pigmented when you do. So they're beautiful, beautiful toppers. These are a couple loose glitters. I still have to try them. I know, shocking, I haven't tried a glitter, but these are from NYX. They're just glitter tubes, and there's like a white one and a black one. Some of the singles that I have, these came with the Gothic collection. Gotho, I don't remember what it's called, but these are Mega Last Liquid Catsuit eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows, and this one is the color Mystic Dreamer, which is kind of like a pinkish color, and then we have Goth Tears, which is a silver, then we have kind of a purpley color that is called Nyctophilia. So looks bluish on there. It is kind of like purple blue. It's more purple in person. And then we have kind of a like a lighter tan, another nude color, and that's called Pure Intention. Alright, these are the Liquid Catsuit liquid eyeshadows, and they came with the Gothographic collection. The top one is called Mystic Dreamer, then we have Goth Tears, and then we have Nyctophilia, and then we have Pure Intention. In some lights they look extremely bright, which is awesome, but then in some you're going to get that more sheer. The base isn't very thick, so, or very pigmented, I should say. But they look amazing. Love these. Revlon does these. These are cream eyeshadows. They're awesome to add to any look. They're really, really shiny, shimmery. This one is the color, what's this, 760. It doesn't have a name on here, but it's they're silver. This one is kind of a nude cream eyeshadow. This one I got to try and use as like, yeah, I got a couple of these to try and use as an eyeshadow base. This one is Creme Brûlée. That one has a name. The problem is that they're really shimmery, so, which is fine if like you want that for your look, but it's not a good base if you don't. Then we have like a darker gunmetal gray, and that one is $7.55. And lastly we have like a copper color, and this one is $7.10 or caramel. And you can find them on Amazon for this much. Alright, these are the Revlon Colorstay, that some only have numbers. Like the top one is 760 or silver. Then we have 705 Creme Brûlée. Then we have 755. That one had no name. And then 710 or caramel. So yeah, they're very pigmented. Great additions to any look. Very pretty. So yeah, that's pretty much it. My entire collection, swatches included. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed kind of going through my collection with me. We'll probably make this 2 parts because I'm at an hour of recording right now, and that is just the going through the palette, so yeah. Anywho, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. If you have any makeup suggestions, I will be adding some beauty videos to my channel, so it's like a variety channel now. At any rate, thanks for tuning in again. I really appreciate it. And remember, life can be shit, as it is right now, although it's kind of good because Biden's gonna win the presidency. Yay! I did this blue for Biden today, so, but yeah. Remember, life can be shit, so let's get through it together. Keep hanging in there with hashtag. Bye! Oh, that's bright. I'm out of focus. Excuse me while I fix my focus. There. Okay, test recording. Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Gray got it for me when it came out. It is the BeautyBay collab NikkieTutorials. There's a big ass hair in there. Alright, this is the BeautyBay. What you doing out there? Hi. Yeah? Are you bored? Is Mom being boring? No, there's way too much stuff on the desk. And we can't do lap time. Oh. Okay. Guess we're doing this now. Those aren't for you. She has decided to go into her cubby. Since we can't do lap time and there's too much shit on the desk. She's like, fuck it, I'm out. Peace. We have a lurker in the background. She's very upset that there's no room for her on the desk. Is you mad, bro? Is you mad? Smoke bean? Here. This is just an elf paddle. Then we have like a emerald green. Wow, that doesn't look green at all on camera. Oh, because I grabbed the silver again. That's why it didn't look green on camera, because it wasn't green. Oh, they're not green. I have them in a green container, and it's reflecting onto it, so it looks green when it's in there, but it's not.